So, because you have to make do with all the videos that you see and make sure that you watch them. Now, with what I'm saying now, so this is price has made it to 58, 51, and 50, and just few pips shy of 61.8. So we can still take this as a wave 2. That's what I'm saying, of 5. So if you're going to take it as wave 2 of 5, which is just a little pip shy of 61.8, just a little pip shy of it. Now, we can say that this is 5-1 here, and this is 5-2 here. If that is what we are saying now. A 5-1. A 5-1. So we are saying that this is a 5-1 and a 5-2. Which has ended, and a 5-3 is probably what we are doing now. A 5-3 is what we are looking at, which is still going further down. Okay, so now I want you to follow that second line of thought. The first line of thought is we are doing an ABC. We want to finish an ABC. Of course, the lower limit of an ABC is your 141. So let's have that at the back of our mind. Let me switch back to the daily. So what we have said is that the lower limit, which is the action point, is actually this one. Let me try. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. So it's thicker now. This is 151, which is thicker. I don't think I need this line for anything. So let's just go. Good. So it's in between here, which is 123, and this will finish it up as a B for me. So anything more than that, then it's not a B. So it's better for me not to want, I don't want to take anything, any trade until I see of about these 200 pips or thereabout. Let me see. Before I make a decision from here down to at least about 180 pips or when it's something pips. Let's see what price is going to do before I engage it, because price may just get here and bounce back. But of course, like I told you, this place is closer to where price will reverse than here. Now, so the possibility of this being the third wave is what we're looking at now. The possibility being a third wave, because if it's one started from here down to this end, and this is where 2 are stored. This is 5-1 and 5-2, so we're going to 5-3. So where do we expect for this one to qualify as 5-3? It must extend beyond 141. So now, in that case, if we pick our extension tools, this is practical section now. If we pick our extension tool from here, from the beginning of 5-1 to the end of 5-1, which is this purple here, or no, I said purple, which is this, is it gold yellow now? Gold yellow now, yes, that level, to the beginning or the end of 5-2, which is here. So in that case, what we'll see is that for it to be 5.3, then price is going to be around our entry. If that is the case, which may still work out like that, it may still work out like that really. Price being around our entry, then it's going to give fourth wave of 5 to the upside, and it might just truncate with 5, which is the last 5 of 5 around this entry to just, so it's possible everything can just work around this area. It's possible. So which means that if this is 5.3 and if it's with 5 already unfolding, then it's going to go beyond here. So this level of 141.8 will be a key area for me to say, yes, once we pass that level, I'm just going down to wait, according to the structure that we are seeing on the bigger picture, you know, and bear in mind, like about 50 to 80 pips, you know, may just go beyond here. So now, with that said, let's look at what the price action itself they're not telling us now, because it may look like, okay, before the price action, because it's indeed looking more like we are starting with 5 already, and we've done 5 of 1, and we are doing a 2 of it, and we're going to a 3 of it now. So in that case, if that is what we are dealing with, let's go back to this kind of correction that we are seeing here. Let's go back and look at this correction in itself, you know, because if we take this correction from this low to this low, sorry, because once you begin to have a higher low, you may just have broken the whole of this. So within this frame, the price was correcting to the upside before we have this move. So if that is the case, that the price had finished correction here and is now making what seems more or less like a bearish move down. A bearish move down, because that is what is this. It's a corrective move. When you see price candle like this, it's just correction that is giving you. And with this, I said that in one video. So these are broken to the downside, more or less sharp. Tells me that dollar is still trying to finish up and maybe finishing with 5, another 300 pips or thereabouts, or close to 400 pips or thereabouts. Now let's now look at this correction here and see what kind of correction are we seeing here. If this is 2, let's go to 4-hour time frame. This trading is very, very comprehensive. Now let's look at this, because once you have this wave down to finish 5 here, before the 5th wave finishes, we said this is like a correction, which is like when you add a 3 of that 5-1, and we have a 4. A 4 will give us like a triad, which is an A, which is an a B, which is a C. And after that C, it finished up the wave here perfectly. So you can see, after this move, We have an A, we have a B, and we have a C, and the fifth wave landed here. And after it landed, the first thing that we saw was this move to the upside. Was this move to the upside in a three-wave structure, which is 1, 2, and 3. So 1, 2, and 3 may just mean A and or a W, where we have an X. Then after this X, which came down, we now have another three wave to the upside, which is 1, 2, and 3, which is a Y. Then we have another X. Then we have this move again to the upside, 1, 2, and 3 to finish this one. So if we want to look at it, this is like a single wave, which you can call an A B, or a C, as you may like it. A C, before you have an X, you have another A, another B, and a C before this move. So the old structure here had finished up with 2 to finish up with 2 here. And this to me is the internal structure of wave 3. So if this is an internal structure of wave 3, this may be running from here down to this one as a 3-1. And it may be that we are doing that internal structure of a 3-1, a 3-2, before we have a 3-3 down. So that is what it's looking like to me. This is a 3-1, and this is an A, this may be B, and you might just have the last opportunity of running a C to the downside. So that is what it's looking like to me. So now in that case, in case you want to trade it and you want to be careful, that is what I'll be thinking. I'll be thinking that I want to take this, after this move, I want to take this as a correction of wave 2 of 3, which is A. This might be my A, and my B to the downside and here you have to trade cautiously, and a C to the upside for me to have a move. A move there. Now, if I want to now use this, let me try and look for a color code that will suit me. A color code that will suit me. Let me use this color code. Let me use that color code. Let me use that color code for that correction. So the correction started here at that level, and the correction has made a new low here at this level, and the correction finished up A at this level. It finished up A at this level. So let's look at what B is to A before we have this C. B to A, B to A does not make sense to me, because B to A is actually at 116 reaction. So because it's not making any fib sense to me, had it been it touched 123 here, had it been it came down to this level, had it been that it came down to this level here, so had it been that it came down to that level at 123 here, but I would have said that this one now looks like what? Like a B. A B will not just fall at 116. When you can't just bridge and try to force something that is not looking like it. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't force it because it's short by of how many pips? Of about close to 9 pips to actually make it 123. If it has reached that level here, I would have just gone for it. At this level, I would have just gone for it and say, okay, that is an A and a B, and I'll be looking for a C. And that C, if this one has been 123, I will be looking for a 123 or an 100. So, but the way it is now, I don't want to look for it, because an 100 from here doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying it for your training sake. Please, 100 may now be at this level. At this level, may just be my 100. Let me just change that color code to this. A 100 or a 123 may just be at this level that I want to now say, okay, I want to sell with 3, with 3, instant structure of with 3 to sell it down. So these are the levels I may want to engage it. I may think that this one will go higher, but again, notwithstanding, I might still be holding and watching for price around this area. If price reach this zone, I might want to actually make a sell, to see if price is going to break lower, because it's looking more like a 5-3 structure that we are doing a 5-3 structure. And in that situation, if that is what it is, I would be expecting that if this is 2 and this is 3-1, if it is 3-1, or is finishing 3-1 here, because maybe finishing 3-1 instead of 3-1 finishing here, the 3-1 may actually be finishing here, because considering this structure, this will just be the last correction to finish up 3-1. This is 1, 2, might be going up. So whatever it is, it might still work. It might still work. In that case, I will be looking at anything between 61.76 from this level, which is, this is 50 at this level, which is not bad. And anything around this zone, if price come up to this level again, I just want to take it, because price may not go all the way up here for that internal structure. I think anything around 61.50, if price come up to this level, I might just want to engage it to say if I can do a sell and risk a little to the downside. So that is what I may be tempted to wanting to do. So, but ultimately, I just need the price to go lower before I think I want to buy it at those levels. All I still want to do is to look for a sell around this level and go down. So even if you are looking at daily resistance now, this is still working perfectly as a daily resistance zone. This area, considering that this one broke here, this structure, and we've not had any retest after the break of this structure. So this level, to me, the first one here, I might want to have one here. So this may look like a very good level to want to sell this zone. I want to sell, but if price should move beyond this zone, then forget it. I think the structure may be changing. But having said that also, what if they want to make a mess of the whole of trail of two? And these are possibility. Trying to now convert this one to a single wave and a, which is A and a B, and they want to throw a C higher. If that is going to now happen, so what will now change here is to see that a whole move that we're still expecting that 5-2, if it has not ended, it might mean that the 5-2 may be working, very close to this level. But this is the level that 5-2 must not break. If 5-2 should break this level, then forget it, it's another structure entirely. That means we are going up. If you should break this level, price is going to move further up. And it's going to go to C, that big C that we talked about. That is how to actually look at all this, the possibility. So if price should engage and break above here, then this is the destination. But for a 3 or 5-3, 2 or 5-3-1 to work, if this is 5-3-1, then this is where we're going to see price move to the downside, this zone. So you can put a small, whatever at this level, price should not break beyond this zone to move further down. Now, but in terms of price action, let's look at price action. Within those corrections, let's look at price action. I want to talk about that for you to see what is happening. Price action. Let me take the points away. On the 4-hour time frame, when you see this kind of a price action is not saying anything to me. On the 4-hour time frame, it's not saying anything to me. The only thing I can see here is a move for further downside. That the price is likely to move further down. This is not the kind of price action that I need when they want to move and change the direction. These things is still in line with correction. So the price is going to move correctively upwards, not in an impulsive manner like we saw here. Price is going to move correctively upwards and price will be going bearish again. That is what I can see from this move here. This will be closing anywhere from now and going to form another one, and they're going to climb higher, probably take you at this level and you want to sell, or break the top here and you want to sell. That is what I can say. And it's break the top and come up to this level and you can sell. This is where you want to sell, and you can risk, few pips, maybe how many pips. If you want to do that, I may not want to call it. That's about 35 pips. You can risk that 35 pips from this top down, and price is going to go bearish again. That is what I can see. That is what I can see. Now, that is on the 4-hour price action. is correction. This is correction. This and this together, correction. On a daily time frame, if I look at, let's look at the price action on daily time frame. Now, if this should close like this, if this should close like this, yeah, it's a correction because of this. Look at this way, the way these things move. If they want to probably move the price up from here, this shouldn't have formed on the second day. There should have the price should have opened here and closed higher up. But price moving down means the bears are still there, so they are correcting. So this is just internal correction. That's why you are seeing a conflicting candle formation here. So it's an internal correction of with 5-3 to do 5-2 before they move down. So the best you can do for your entry is look for here at this week that the price may just go more there, or better still, you look for your 4-hour time frame. So I said the daily, yeah. So which is at this level, yeah, at this level. So that is still good at that level. I think price will still break this level up because it's correcting, and that is what I can see. So I still see more downside from the daily time frame. If you look at the weekly time frame, what do we see? The weekly time frame tells me there's still correction. So a correction and this correction, and we said we may have finished 5-1. I mean A here, and the whole of 4 we have finished, and this might just be a wave 5 that we are doing now. So which looks more like it. It looks more like it to me. That wave 5 had started, really. It looks more like that to me. That wave 5 has started, and this had ended with 4, and the correction of 5-2 is what we saw here, and 5-1, 5-2, and now we threw 5-3, 3-1 down, so we are going to 5-3-2. So at 5-3-2 is where you want to enter, and if you're able to enter here, then we can go all the way down to this level, because I know if that is the case, we'll check for price action here. If the price action does not favor upside, then just know that we are coming down here. You may exit here to see whatever is going to happen. Exit here yourself, and if the price action is going back, we can exit and close manually. And if it gets here, exit your sell here, wait for what is going to happen to join the price to buy from here. So for now, I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy. We are very close to buying, but I don't want to buy. Except the price fall more down here, and I see a price action around this zone. That is when really I want to buy. So interpreting the price action and what is happening in the middle is what I just showed us, and that is the way it's going to be on Euro USD. So we are not yet there. We're not yet there. So watch the video over to look at those two possibilities of one, of we still having a B down to do a C, and then again it looks more like we have finished the 4th major, but we are doing a 5th, and the level I want to take my action. But now it will still look more reasonable for me to say I want to risk a sell from around this area to go down. Now let's look at pound USD. What do we see on the pound USD? On the pound USD itself, now looking at the 4-hour price action on the pound USD, it's a correction to me. This price action that you are seeing, it's a correction. So we are correcting upwards. Starting from this one itself, and this one now we are correcting upwards. So they are not ready to buy. They're not ready to buy. Unfortunately, they're not ready to buy. That is what I can see here. They're not ready to buy. So we're going to look for an exit. This price action on the 4-hourly and this one does not show or prove to me that they want to buy. They are still correcting. They are correcting upwards. That's what I can see. And on the daily price action, yes. So if you look at the daily price action, of course, you want to see this close on the daily and see what we're looking at. So everything is looking pretty much the same, because when you see this, the way this is means that we are correcting. So the bit, it's down, and the tail is up, and it's a buy. And with this one, they finish this correction to the upside, and this one is coming down. So is this an A? That this one is a B? We're going to see a C to move further down, or that this is, it has ended the fourth wave here, and that this is just like Euro USD, that this is a wave 2 in the middle, and we're within wave 3 also. Is it what we are seeing? Now let's look at the bigger picture on the monthly time frame to see what we have. So what we have here is almost similar. It's almost similar. It's almost similar. With this move, an A, a B, and a C. It's almost similar, but then we don't have a bold correction here yet. We don't have a bold correction here. So now this, to me, suggests that we are still in a sell, strongly in a sell, with the way we have finished this correction. You know, we have finished this correction. So this one, to me, you look at the shape of this, that means we are still going further down. That is what I can see here. I don't think we are going up yet. That's what I can see here, and we'll see this one on the monthly. So it's a correction that I'm seeing now. It's a correction that I'm seeing. This is the weekly. It's a correction that I'm seeing. We may have finished this, and this may just be trusting down as a wave 1 of the 5, the 5th wave, and this might just be a correction in the middle, just like what we saw. So we are going to plot an exit and just exit this trade in a buy. I don't see a convincing price action that we are going up yet. I don't see that. These are ways of just looking at. I can't see that. I can't, and I don't see it. I don't see it. For me to engage this, because if we had seen this as a wave A and this as a B, we're supposed to be going up to finish a C. That was what I said in the last video. But these it has changed the whole thing for me, because we had no business coming to this level again. Even to have pierced this level, we had no business doing that. From here to this point, that is actually reacting at about 90. Is reacting at about 90 of that structure. Is reacting at about 90 of that structure, and with this formation, reacting at about 90 of that structure. So the best is to look for a small break to the upside and just exit this trade. That is the best. This candle formation, although within a correction, means that we might just be seeing a little upside probably to this level. It might not break this trend, and the price will be going lower. But let's look at it more. Let's look at it more. I'm not convinced that we have a structure for upside, you know, I'm not convinced anymore. These candles here, these two candles, this is a corrective format. When you see them like this on a 4-hour, it's a corrective format. And when you now look at the 1 hour, the daily candle, you can see it's clear. It's clear that it's still bearish. So it's a corrective format for me. Now, how to engage this? It's looking at the old structure here. Looking at the old structure here and see that when we add this move, this is like a correction. This is like a correction. Can this be a 2? Can it be a 2? If this is from here, can it be a 2? Yes, it can be a 2. It can be a 2. All of this can be a 2, but then does this one run like a 1? One which this is like a corrective pattern 1, 2, and 3. Because the corrective pattern 1, 2, and 3, I don't see these as anything yet. I don't see it as anything. And for this one to come this way, well, we may have finished, okay? We may have just run a 2 here and a 3 to now do a 4. And I want to see how far this one can go to do a wave to the downside and move up again. So I want to see, but this for me is a suspect, it's a recipe for more downside for it making a U-turn here. If we had wanted to go up, this thing has no business coming to this level. And of course, I don't expect that this thing is going to go all the way to this level. Taking this as a and a B and to the up to that level. Let me see the possibility. I don't think it can do all that. Yeah, to this level, and this as a B wave to this to break up here or up here doesn't look like it. If that happens, then it's a new trend to the upside. So the correction, you know, may have probably just failed. So we need to see what is coming. We need to see what is coming here. We need to see what is coming here. But for me, this is a recipe of a correction for a corrective wave, and price is still going to go further down. Price may go further down, break the low, but now we have to exit. We have to look for an exit. We'll see how far it can go, and I will be giving an exit on pound USD. That's what I can see. On yen, the only one I want to touch is pound yen because I've been on that trade. It's pound yen. It's pretty much the same on all other structure, on all others as well. The only one I want to touch here is pound yen. Looking at this structure, let me go on the higher time frame for us to see because my time is fast spent trying to teach. If you remember when I was talking about the zigzag structure, and this is 5-1 and this is 5-2. So the 5-2 structure finished here, and we're within the 5-3. So we are within the 5-3. So within the 5-3, the 1 of 3 and the 2 of it, and it ended the 5-3-1 here. So after 3-1, we are doing a 3-2, which I believe this is a 3-2. This is a 3-2. And this is A leg of 3-2 and a B leg of a 3-2. And we're going to do a C leg of a 3-2. C leg of a 3-2 may break this low. And after breaking this low, we're going to see 3-3 up. And so I'm selling now to finish that. And let me quickly show us what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing here on this structure. This is what I'm doing on this structure. This is 3-1, and A of 3-2, a B and a C. Between here and here, this is like a 90 here. A 90 retracement of this A, which is B, and or X. It cannot be an X because it's over 85. So it's more like a 90, which is a B. So we're going to throw a C down. So if you are throwing a C down, because it's a 90, that's a regular flag. It's nothing but a regular flag, which I expect to come around here or around this green area. And so once we hit this level of around 159.00, we may be seeing more upside. That is what I should expect. So, and in that case, I want to put my stop loss around a 90, around here, and see if I'm going to get a price action around this area. For a zigzag, for a regular flat, from this top down to A, back to the area of B. So you can see that my 100 is here. So it's 100 I want to bank on. You cannot stall here. This price will still be going up, correcting upwards. If I can get an entry for you, I will tell you. You can get an entry. I enter from this level. So I've done over 300 pips. So, but it's going to correct up now. So I want to exit here. If price should come down to this level is an extra, which is not impossible, but it's safer for me to exit and watch what price is doing. If I get a reaction around here, I'm going to sell and it will break the structure upwards. And this is the last place. If price should break this one, if I don't get a price action here, I just want to put my stuff here to have a sell and just risk a little pips here for more upside. That is what I'm saying. And so looking at the internal structure of that, so that is the way it is now. So you can see the internal structure of it here, and this is the A and the B. So the B, like I told you, is going to be like a three-wave structure, and that is what is confirming to us that we are correcting a wave 2. Wave 1, you can see it's like this. It's a 5-wave structure down, and this one is a zigzag structure. It is 1, 2, and 3. So we are going to have another 5-wave structure to the downside. This correction, and we are going further down. I think we finished 1 here and a 2, and we are within 3. So the best is to look for where your 2 is going to end here, because this is 3. We are doing 3-1. So we are going to do a 3-2, 3-1-2. So once we do 3-1-2, we're going to go to 3-3, and that will be going further down. So that is what I can see here. That's what I can see here. We're going to go further down. So the best place to still look for a buy, no, a sell rather, on these. Now, just like I told you on pound USD, you can see it's a corrective. When you see candles like this going up, it's correcting. So it's correcting to tell you where do you want to enter. So if you want to enter, this is the structure that has been broken here. Will the price make it up to this level? Is another thing entirely. Let's look at the daily. If price is going to make it up to that level, Yeah, price may make it to this. These are the levels you may look for your price. These are the levels. If you don't want to miss much, this is the level here. At this point here, this is where you can sell at that level. If you have a decent push up at that level. So let's see at where the daily is exactly. You can see my pink, or is it pink now? Yes, at that level, or the blue level here. Fair enough, the blue level between those zones is where we should expect price. I don't expect that price is going to break this. I don't expect price may not do that. So, but that is what I can see here. This is 1 and a 2 already. This is like a zigzag, 1, A, B, and a C to finish up that. Then we're now seeing this move. Here it's a correction. This is 1 and a 2, and we are within 3 here. These are broken the first structure. This one broke the first structure of a messy 3-1. So we are within this structure. We are going to correct, and this is the level you may want to sell again at this point. You want to sell at this point again. Allow this to go up. You might be running an A up, a C, and also a B down, and a C up for your last entry to move further down. That is what I can see here. So looking at the 4-hourly candle, it's obvious that we are correcting. And looking at the daily candle, we are bearish, but we should allow this to close. So that's what we are moving further down. That is what I can see here. That's what I can see here. If you look at, it's pretty much the same. USD/JPY. Let's look at USD/JPY. It's pretty much the same. That one is just making its move, really. That one is just making its move. This at form and this now is just making its move. So we're going to look. This one went up collectively, and before we have this move, this is probably will be pushing more lower. In case we see it move a bit up, you might just find an entry here. On CHEP/JPY, yeah, on CHEP/JPY is the same. We maybe let's look at what we get on the 4-hourly if we are correcting. On the 4-hourly on CHEP/JPY, okay, we maybe now we may be starting correction. So when you see moves like this, is more in keeping with corrections. Are we going to go up? Whether want to wait up and probably enter around this area. These are the zones you want to enter here. I doubt if it's going to break the top of this. I doubt it. Except this is going to finish that correction on the higher. These are the levels we may want to sell again to go for the down. And we're going to get another thing to do is when you are trying to plan your sell around this area, you can guide your trend. So this structure, this is the structure of an ending diagonal here. So you can see this this low plotted and this up, and price just broke out of it, and price will be going up one more time to make a daily, to test the daily resistance before going further down. Yes, around this area where you have the black, that is the area you want to sell. That area, price will be making it up to that level. So if you see it on the 4-hour time frame, your best bet still is at this level to sell, and we are coming all the way down. So coming all the way down, we're looking at if this one is the beginning of the wave, we're looking at collecting wave 2 of this entire run. So this thing go down from here. It was a suspect. When you see things like this, it is always a suspect. And you see a move like this, and this one closed like this, and is not able to take the whole of this, is a suspect that they might be pushing up, and they did correct upwards. And do this and move up this way, and it's now they are coming down. So the price action so far, if we allow it to close, maybe giving us more downside. So that is what we can get. And the last one, it's Bitcoin. I don't think I have any other one I want to. BTC USD. Bitcoin. So seeing what Bitcoin is doing, because I told us it's going to push up. If it pushes up, you should just get out of this. The way it's doing now, it's probably coming back to 1760s. It's almost there. The way it's doing now, you know, just like I showed you, see this move, it ended, and before you can say they want to do a bigger correction, there should be a push up. With this, if they had sustained this with another big daily candle, then they will push up higher to around this area or this area before coming down. I'm not quite I'm not quite comfortable with this move that they want to move up. They are broken out of this quite all right. But this is the way they are going down. They went up slowly and they are coming back slowly. This is just a gimmick. Coming back slowly does not mean that by the time they get here, you might see sharp reaction, sharp movement to the downside. You might think, oh, they are coming down slowly. The momentum is burning out and they're going to go up sharply. I don't think so, because this one's supposed to have gone up more sharply. Then they will come down slowly and they will go up. So this one, like sideways, and this one is coming down. So you don't want to, if you had closed your buy here, it's good for you. And this sell, just wait for the price action before you say you want to go further down on Bitcoin. What I'm seeing here is they still want to take people's money. That's what I'm seeing here. Can you see? They want to take these people's money. This is the first reaction that we saw. No, not this one. This is the first reaction that we saw, and it was more or less a consolidation above here. And if you look at, let's look at the 50 EMA. 50 EMA is just walking across it. This is not too good. This is not a place you want to be. It's not a place you want to be. This is a place where you stay out of the market. And if you've been selling, you can just probably put your stop loss somewhere above here. This is a place you want to stay out of the market and wait for a good trade out of here. So, and you need to be checking the daily candle to see if you're going to move further down or not. Yeah, that ends what all the videos I'll be posting there.